Oh, you hit a better risk reward today? That's what I thought. All right, so this is how we made $565 today. Trading on NASDAQ. So we'll go into the I'm actually not going to replay because I have my replay set. So this is the trade. We'll just have to walk you guys through. So market open is right here. All right, market opens here. We start coming down. Just before market open, we swept London highs. There was no real SMTs on any of the pairs today, so I'll just show you guys NASDAQ because ES did basically the same thing. NASDAQ just had a little bit more volatility today, so I went with NASDAQ. So basically, we swept London highs and then we swept London lows earlier. And after the sweep here, we started coming down a little bit. So I was looking bearish right off the start just because we got this sweep. And we could have basically took a short here. I think on ES, it came a little lower. No, that was on NASDAQ came lower. If this candle's, yeah, I was waiting on this candle to close under here to get the 5-minute break, and then we could get the 5-minute retrace and go short. But instead, we get this huge candle up. It was like the last 1 minute of this 5-minute candle. We're down here, and then it came all the way up. So it was a big rip to the upside. And from that point, so this trade today is not my typical entry. I did not get any liquidity sweeps to the downside to go long. And it was more of a 1-minute confluence trade than a 5-minute. Basically, I didn't love this trade. That's why it didn't hit all the way, as you can see here, and we closed out early. We would have, if we stayed in it all the way, we would have definitely hit the take profit, but I just did not like the trade. We would have been very close to drawdown either way. Not a great trade. I didn't score it super highly in my journal, but we still made money, luckily. So we basically ripped up, and I was kind of taking that as, okay, we're going to be bullish because we got the sweep, but we broke through it. And this big section right here is the gap, the opening gap. So it was what was left of this gap. So I was it's basically a big fair value gap, and I was wanting to see this get filled because that most of the time it's a pretty big draw for this thing to get filled all the way. So we did that, we filled it, and then we took out this kind of high that was put in here. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we're gonna be bullish in my eyes. Though we did not get any liquidity sweep at all. We didn't get a 5-minute, didn't get a 15-minute, nothing. We just kind of came down a little bit, retraced on the 5-minute, and we didn't even retrace on the 15. The 15 was kind of extended, but we didn't even retrace all the way over here. But we did end up going up. So I'm like, okay, we're kind of bullish. If I'm being honest, I kind of wanted to trade too much today. I was kind of too eager to trade, so I kind of convinced myself a little bit that this was a good trade for my setup, which it basically wasn't. So that's kind of why I took this long. Otherwise, if I was following my strategy all the way, I would not have even taken a trade today because, going short, obviously there's no setups. Maybe there could have been something up here with this chop, but it would have been outside of my trading time frame anyways. And then to go long, there was obviously no liquidity sweeps, and I'm not counting this London high sweep all the way back at 7:30 or 7 o'clock as my sweep. So once we got this rip up, we did technically get a 5-minute retrace. Right here, touched equilibrium. There you go, Brandon. If you're watching this, got that equilibrium marked out, okay? Low equilibrium, you mark out the low to the high if this is the most recent move. And then this would have been the move down, and it tapped into the equilibrium right there. So there you go. And after that, we got on the 1-minute, got some decent confluences on the 1-minute. So that's the thing, is today was more a 1-minute confluence kind of trade, which I don't really do. It's confluences, and they obviously hit and held, but I just don't really like the 1-minute just because 5-minute holds a lot more power than the 1-minute does. So that's why I usually do my confluences on the 5-minute, or I started to use the 3-minute just recently on some back testing. So we'll see if that's a good middle ground for me. But basically, once we got that retrace, it held into this fair value gap right here, this bullish one. Okay, so it respected a bullish fair value gap. And then it made this fair value gap, which it inversed. And then from there, it tapped into the inverse fair value gap. So that was basically just a bunch of different confluences. I think it even didn't hit equilibrium on the 1 minute, but respected, disrespected. So that's what you want to see. I would love this if it was on the 5 minute or maybe the 3. But you want to see this. You want to see the bullish ones get respected, the bearish ones get disrespected, like it closed above here, and then it retapped in and respected it again. So from that point, I entered. I was basically going to enter there, but the next candle shot down right away. Actually, I entered on that candle. So I would have, that candle, it started to come up a little bit and I entered right there. So that was basically perfect. I just put the stop here. The stop down here under this 1 minute low would have been too bad of a risk reward. So we kind of just set it under there. So another thing, not great. Definitely not a second 1 minute. I could have entered here and this would have been technically better because it was kind of like the second 1 minute low, even though it wasn't all the way down. But anyways, so we started to go up and we, as you can see, we got really close to, we started to come down, retrace, tapped in the fair value gap, respected it again. So that was good to see. And then we came back up and we were so close to take profit. I think we're like 90% of the way to a 2.6R. And from there, it just started to come down. It respected the 1 minute fair value gap here. And this is another thing is my strategy, I don't close trades early if they're depending on whatever confluences are going on. I just let it either hits or it doesn't hit basically. I will move stop to break even, but today, just because it was a bad entry on my point, a bad kind of, it's not my setup. I mean, it's not technically bad. Some people this might work for them, but this is not my setup, so I did not like it personally. So we got the tap into it, and then the next candle broke through it. So that was kind of telling me, I mean, it respected it, but it wants to go lower. So I basically pulled out right here at it was about right here, if I can remember. It's like a 1.2R that we closed out on. So that's basically what I hit. If I would have held it in, we would have definitely hit take profit. But I mean, I for sure would have had stop at break even if it wasn't at the 1. I just did not like this trade personally. If it was my setup, if it was correct, I would have held for sure to stop loss no matter what. Maybe break even, maybe, but I mean, usually I hold to stop loss. If it hits, it does, or it doesn't, because there's a lot of most of my trades that I move to break even. It'll tap that and then go up, and just like today would have. So it would have hit a 2.6, but the setup was not the best. So we closed with a 1.2 roughly. Still got the de-risked risk from the drawdown on the accounts. We're getting pretty close. I think one more solid trade. These last 2 trades are low RR, so I'd like to hit one decent trade with my typical RR. My average RR is like 2.2 something, maybe 2.3. So if we can hit one decent one with my typical risk, we'll make over $1,000, and then I'll be comfortable to go back to higher risk, possibly. I don't know if I want to go back to full 1,000 risk yet. Maybe the 750, 800 range. I wanted to go like for 600 today, but obviously they put me in at about 500, so we only got the $565 on the day. So overall, okay trade. Put about a 5 out of 10 on my scoring today. I would not have taken any other trades besides this one for sure. If it wasn't for this, I would not have taken a trade. There was no short setup, long setup besides this. Like that was basically it that I could have seen, like through my eyes personally. No short setups after this that I liked. It's basically chopping around now. I mean, my cutoff time to trade is 9:45, so it would have been right there. And so after that, I mean, nothing that I like to see. So that's it for the day. I will try to get a video out one of these days. I wanted to post videos the last 2 days, but I was busy with a lot of stuff. Did a lot of car content. Go follow my car channel, Average S4. We got some good clips, good highway clips, good a couple of videos. So those are pretty fun to edit and post recently. But yeah, that's it for the day. I hope you guys do something to get 1% better. I'm gonna get a lot of back testing done. I'm gonna try. My goal is to modify my strategy a little bit. I just don't like. I'm averaging about 55, maybe 60 win rate. That's just with all my back testing data. That's like 2 years of data, taking trades exactly how the setup would be. So it's not very great. I want to find the things that I can do to edit it, maybe to get rid of some of the needless losses that the setup forms and they just don't hit for whatever reason. So we're gonna try looking into that today with a lot of back testing. So catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned for some more videos and some more insider content, insider trading, insider.